praises to Yahweh, Hashem Yahushua, Bahashem Rakakwadash, and double honors to our apostles and elders at Great Millstone who do root well and salute, man. Much love to you sincere brothers who push this truth week in and week out, man. Y'all brothers stay strong, we almost home, and at the end is truly manifested, man. It's truly manifested, man. On mainstream media, they're talking about that that could be a race war within this year, man, coming soon in this first quarter. And of course, we know that the mainstream media works for the same people, the so-called elite of this world, the elite of Esau Edom, who caused order out of chaos to happen, man. They have these groups going out there causing all types of chaos, stirring up race wars, and they have groups go out there like Black Lives Matter, Antifa, or whatever, and etc. And what's this group name? The NFAC, the Not Fucking Around Coalition, which the leader of that coalition is being exposed left and right. Grandmaster Jay, they got them out there to try to spark up this race war, even though the tension has been here in America, and really a race war is long overdue, man. You know, because Jake basically just let Esau slide after Esau then put their ass in slavery, been raping them for centuries, enslaving them for centuries, robbing them, took everything they got, continue to take everything they got, and sit here and flaunt everything in Jake's face. And Esau got everything off the back of the so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, man. And who is Esau? Esau's the so-called white man, man. You know? But he about to cough it all up. He about to be destroyed. And his blood is about to be shed all over this country, man. His own people gonna be shedding his blood, man. But at the same time, Jake's blood gonna be getting shed through. You wicked ass niggas who didn't want to listen all this time. You know, all this time we've been out there on the streets telling y'all niggas these things are gonna happen. Now the mainstream media is saying, hey, there's a fear of a race war, you know, and the military is gearing up for it, you know. And that's how Esau move, man. Order out of chaos. They want to bring that military so they can put your ass in concentration camps, so they can kill your people. I'm talking about your so-called Negroes and Latinos. They can put y'all in concentration camps so they can kill y'all people, man. So they can enforce these vaccination shots and these microchips on y'all, man. You know? And enforce other things that come with this new world order. You know, so don't let this devil fool you, man. They're not heroes. Don't let the military fool you. Don't let none of them fool you, man. You know, you niggas out there voting for Joe Biden, don't let him fool you. That man been the devil for 78 years. How old is he? 78, 80 years old or something? He's been the devil. He's a so-called Jew. He's a chief devil. Chief Edomite, man. You know? But let me get this number since I just quoted that. Numbers 35, 33. And this video is straight to the point, man. I'm going to hit these numbers real quick before I play this video, though, because this is on national. Matter of fact, this is on international news. This is what, ABC or NBC? Yeah, that's NBC. That's international, man. You know, that's not just mainstream. That's international. Let's see, numbers 35, 33. It says, and so ye shall not pollute the land wherein ye are, for blood it defileth the land, and the land cannot be cleansed of the blood that is shed therein, but by the blood of him that shed it. Exactly, man. So we don't supposed to pollute the land wherein we are, and blood, it polluted this land. You got 77 plus million so-called Native Americans slaughtered. Genocide, man. You know, it's a rare sight to even see a so-called Native Americans today, man. And those are Israelite people. Those are the lost. They're part of the lost tribes of Israel. They're the children of Gad and Reuben, man. You got over 100 million dead so-called Negroes. Bloodshed, so-called white man, there's blood all over your hands, man. So the scriptures say, read it again for you. Numbers 35, 33. So ye shall not pollute the land wherein ye are, for blood it defileth the land, and the land cannot be cleansed of the blood that is shed therein, but by the blood of him that shed it. So Esau, your time coming, man. And that's coming straight out of the Bible, the book y'all claim y'all believe. Well, some of y'all claim y'all believe in, man. You so-called Christians. Y'all claim y'all believe in this book. You evangelicals, you Presbyterians, the rest of you devils, man. You Catholic people. You so-called Mormons. Y'all claim y'all believe, but y'all skip over scriptures like that, man. So, of course, Esau gonna turn up and fuck Jake ass up, but Jake gonna be fucking him up too, man. You know? But that's not gonna save it. Race war is not gonna save our people, man. You know? And let's play.
Good evening. The troops and massive security blanket covering much of Washington, D.C. tonight may bring some assurance against a repeat of last week's storming of the Capitol. But what if it's not the target? That's the worry of federal law enforcement tonight, urgently spreading the word to police agencies across the country that right-wing extremists may be planning attacks on state capitals, timed around the presidential inauguration. The alert, beyond disturbing, warning of possible attempts to ignite a race war. We're also covering the vaccine frustrations. How are millions of COVID vaccine doses sitting in freezers tonight, and so many Americans are struggling to get theirs? A lot to report this evening. First, Tom Costello on the chilling domestic terror warning.
6 days before the inauguration, and the tension is high in D.C. The FBI urging state and local police to share any and all intel about right-wing extremists targeting federal and state government buildings and lawmakers. The New York Times reports a national intelligence bulletin warns that extremists want to trigger a race war and may exploit the aftermath of the Capitol breach by conducting attacks to destabilize and force a climactic conflict in.
You heard him say extremists want to trigger a race war, in which we know the most extreme of the extreme is the elite of Esau, man. They're the ones that really want to, the so-called Illuminati, they're the ones that really want to, the government, man. They the ones that really want to trigger this race war, man. That's why they're doing everything in their power to trigger the race war, man. The extremists want to trigger the race war. Y'all worry about some toothless backwood crackers, man. You better worry about this devil in the suit and tie. You better worry about that devil in the white jacket, that so-called doctors and nurses and all that, man. You know? Y'all worry about the police. It go deeper than that, man. You better worry about these bankers. You better worry about these Edomite farmers, man, who poisoning your people. And these Edomite scientists, man. And, of course, these devils in government, man. Worried about some damn KKK. That's the real KKK.
The United States. We're going to race war and may targeting federal and state government buildings and lawmakers. The New York Times reports a national intelligence bulletin warns that extremists want to trigger a race war and may exploit the aftermath of the Capitol breach by conducting attacks to destabilize and force a climactic conflict in the United States. We're going to ensure that we have a safe inauguration. Late today, the FBI director briefed Vice President Pence.
We're concerned about the potential for violence at multiple protests and rallies planned here in D.C. and at state capitol buildings around the country. So anybody who plots or attempts violence in the coming week should count on a visit.
Across the country, state capitals are under tight security. Ohio's governor closing state office buildings in Columbus starting Sunday.
Just as we respect and will protect peaceful protesters, we will also just as vigorously resist violence. That violence will not be tolerated.
And D.C. tonight looks like an armed camp. Roads closed, police on every street. 21,000 National Guard troops expected within days to protect the city. Highly unlikely we'll have a repeat of last week.
It's looking like martial law to you, don't it? Ain't that what it looking like, man? Esau, you a dirty snake, man. That's just what this looking like to me. And Yahweh Shah told us of these times, man. This is Matthew 24 and 6. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. And the disciples asked Yahweh Shah, what shall be the what shall be the signs of your coming, man? What should we look for in your return? Or right before you're about to return? And I'm going to start at verse 7. I'll start at verse 6. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. Exactly, man. Wars and rumors of wars, man. Of course, we know, us hearing the truth, we know there's going to be a war between America, Russia, China, Iran, the false Jews, the Israelis. They're going to be in it. NATO, EU. You know, and they're going to turn their guns on America, man. They're going to turn their nukes on America. And America's going to be nuked. So right now, that's just a rumor. It's just a rumor. But it's going to actually happen, man. And Verse 7, for nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. And there shall be famines and pestilence. It says nation against nation, and nationality against nationality. The nation of Edomites, so-called white people, against the nation of Israelites, you Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, man. They even saying it on the news, bro. Mainstream news. We've been saying it for years and years and years, but now they're saying it on mainstream media, man. It said, for nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. And racism in America is at an all-time high, man. Hey, the average Jake is a racist. Once upon a time, Jake just tried to keep the peace with Esau, man. Trying to be nice and smile on these devils' face. Now Jake just like, fuck these devils, man. The average Jake, even a lot of these black women don't even like you hunkies no more, man. Y'all showing y'all horns, bro. Now people picking picking sides, bro. You know, friendships is being broken up between different nationalities or whatever. People picking sides. Every man is returning to his own people. So it says, for nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. And there shall be famines and pestilence and earthquakes in diverse places. All these are the beginning of sorrows. Famines and pestilence and earthquakes in diverse places. And that COVID-19 is about to bring the famine. And it is a pestilence. And of course, there's been more earthquakes on this planet since 2011, man, to now than there's ever been. You know? So we definitely in them times, bro. Egyptian against Egyptian, man. You know? It's a straight to the point video. And with us here in the truth, we ain't supposed to fear this, man. But let me play a little bit more.
The barriers are up. National Guard troops are standing about 6 feet apart from each other, all of them carrying their M4s. This unit is from Virginia, but all the way down the street and all the way around the Capitol, hundreds, thousands of National Guard troops. Meanwhile, at least a dozen police departments are investigating their own officers for allegedly participating in last week's events. And members of Congress want an investigation.
Oh, the police gonna investigate themselves. Okay, nigga. Boy.
Into whether large numbers of people were walking around inside the Capitol with Republican lawmakers on Tuesday, potentially doing recon.
To imagine that colleagues of mine could have aided and abetted this is incredibly offensive, and there's simply no way that they can be allowed to continue to serve in Congress.
Today, police arrested Kevin Seafried, photographed carrying a Confederate flag, and Robert Sanford, a retired firefighter, suspected of throwing a fire extinguisher at police officers, though not the attack that killed Officer Brian Sicknick.
I believe that the greatest threat against the United States at the moment is us, domestic terrorism. The greatest threat to the American democracy at this time is not international. It is within our own borders, our own people.
Tom, there's a report that people on the terror watch list were at the pro-Trump rally in D.C. on the day of the riot. What's the latest on that?
Yeah, the Washington Post reporting dozens of white supremacists on that list were here, and the fact that they did come here could suggest another lapse with intelligence.
Tom Costello.
That's Satan casting out Satan, man. Esau against Esau, because all so-called white people are white supremacists, bro. All of them. Unless they're Jake, who happen to look like a damn so-called white man. Other than that, they all a bunch of damn white supremacists, man. Don't let them fool you. This is 2 Timothy 1:7. It says, for Yahweh had not given us the spirit of fear, but of power, of love, and of a sound mind. Love, according to the Bible, is keeping the commandments, man. He had not given us the spirit of fear, but of power, of love, and of a sound mind. So us here in the truth, we're supposed to have a sound mind. We're supposed to already knew this was going to happen. This is coming. Because as a man in the truth, you're supposed to be prudent, man. Prudent basically means like foresight. You're supposed to foresee. A prudent man foreseeth the evil. You know, we're supposed to have that sound mind. I tell you in Isaiah 33:6 that the stability, knowledge, wisdom, and understanding shall be the stability of thy times. You're supposed to have this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, man, which is going to keep you mentally stable, man. You know? So the Lord didn't give us that spirit of fear. We're men of power. Hey, our name is Israel. How do you say that in the Hebrew? Yasher Allah. He is a prince of power. meaning he is a prince of power. He is a prince of God. The hell we gonna be scared for, man? We about to get the hell up out of here, bro. And it's a beautiful thing to witness the fall of these devils, man. Beautiful thing. And straight to the point lesson, man, because, hey, this is beautiful times. All praises to Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. Bashem Rakakwadash. Shalom to the whole for elect. Kwam Yashala. A Bible ball.